The biggest mistake when creating a video is overthinking it. How much time do you actually spend editing your videos? Most beginners believe that having insanely cool gear like a microphone, a camera, or a computer is enough to make your video high quality. But very few of them actually put real effort and time into thinking through the edit. And this already kills at least 80% of all videos. So what do we do about it? Before we start, we need to consider whether we even need fancy editing. Look at this YouTuber. He barely uses any cuts, removes only the most boring parts, but look at his views. This is Sam Sulek, and he makes his videos pleasant and friendly for his audience. His goal isn't to attract as many people as possible, but to give his subscribers the feeling of having an internet buddy. Now look at these channels, Mr. Beast, Dude Perfect, Airrack. Their goal is to make a video interesting for everyone, so they spend crazy amounts of time producing it. But can we recreate something like that if we have zero editing experience, or if our biggest achievement is a video like this?
We are obligated to take action to protect this precious resource and preserve.
Сьогодні ми говоримо на дуже важливу тему.
Yes, and exactly these kinds of videos you'll see on my channel. How to improve your video. Step 1. Cuts and shots. You need to understand that people won't always watch your video just because you're handsome and amazing. You must maintain attention and motivate viewers to watch till the end. The simplest method is frequent visual changes, meaning effects and cuts. But the important thing is not to overdo it. Every cut must carry information for the viewer. Always ask yourself, why should there be a cut here? Does it add new information? Will it evoke emotion? Never add a cut just for the sake of a cut. And even here, there are exceptions. You can absolutely use cuts that add no information, for example, if you're filming a podcast, an interview, or a talking head video. Often, the speaker is saying a very long sentence, and you, as the editor, have no way to show any relevant footage over it. In that case, you can cut to a second or third camera, if you shot with several cameras, or simply cut to a zoom in on the person. Such a cut won't give new information, but it will add tension, which makes the video less boring. You can use these techniques in YouTube or TikTok videos, because that's where they matter the most. How exactly do you make them? Example, you're filming a vlog about a trip to Kiev. You have footage of yourself, that's a roll, the shot where you walk, react and talk, meaning the main footage. And you also have footage of beautiful places in Kiev you'll visit or talk about, this is B-roll. Footage used to show locations, objects, or events more clearly. B-roll is often shot on drones or from a nice angle to showcase the beauty properly. To avoid a boring video, while you're talking, you should occasionally show various interesting places from your B-roll. You don't even need to mute your voice during them, especially if it's an interview. There is also a chance that you didn't shoot enough A-roll or B-roll for whatever reason. In this case, you can use a stock shot. This is one of the favorite tools of lazy producers, budget-saving editors, and people who simply don't want to film a plane taking off. It's pre-shot, sometimes archival, footage that wasn't filmed specifically for your project but is used in it anyway. You can find such shots online both on paid platforms and free ones like Pixabay, where all videos are completely free and copyright-free. And no, this isn't an ad. And now, a moment of terminology. Shot is a unit of video recording, a continuously recorded fragment from one camera from start to stop. The term shot is derived from the early days of film production when cameras were hand-cranked and operated similarly to the hand-cranked machine guns of the time. Also, master shot, insert shot, cutaway, buffer shot, opening shot, establishing shot, reverse shot, accent shot, mute sound, axis crossing, and others. There are many types of shots, so if you want a full video where I explain each one, let me know. Step 2. Don't tell, show. Animations, images, subtitles, these are all elements that are better shown than simply spoken. Your viewer is lazy, and that's not a bad thing. You must make watching as effortless as possible. If they don't have to think, great. If they don't have to read, even better. If they don't have to listen, fantastic. That's why video is so popular. Remember, video is a visual medium. If there's no visual component, why is it video at all? Show charts, tables, statistics and more instead of empty talk. Step 3. Idea. Yes, I know, sounds basic, but hold on. The problem isn't that people don't have ideas. The problem is that they don't know how to shape, present or refine them. Any idea can be executed in an interesting way if it exists in the first place. It's bad not when your idea is silly. It's bad when you don't have one at all. Example, I want to film a video about my trip to Kiev is not an idea. It's an event. The idea is the reason you're filming. For example, I want to film my trip to Kiev to show how the city has changed over the years. Now that's an idea. And you can choose shots, music, color palette, editing elements, and even the duration of your video based on it. Don't think an idea must be deep or complicated. It's simply the answer to, why am I filming this? If there's no answer, don't film. Otherwise you won't know how to edit, what to cut and what to keep. Editing isn't gluing everything you shot. Editing is storytelling. And how do you tell a story if you don't even know what it's about? Step 4. Computer above all. Nowadays many people treat phone editing as something cool or even professional. It's not. And it never will be. People just don't know how to work with computer software because all the programs seem way too complicated to them. But this is only at the beginning, you get used to it later. Computer software gives us far more possibilities to improve video quality and create truly professional effects. One such program is Adobe Premiere Pro, which I can also make a separate video about. Look at this interface, meaning the way the program looks inside. This is hardcore. At first glance, it looks like it would take years to learn. Now look at this interface, much more convenient, simple, and intuitive, right? But it's the exact same program, and it suits both beginners and pros. So we shouldn't fear it. The complexity of a program depends only on how we look at it. Here we import media from the computer, here we edit it, and here we see the final result. So why do so many people think it's difficult? We must debunk this and other myths about video production together. Subscribe to the channel and become part of building AGP Studios. It truly matters. By the way, wherever you live, you most likely have acquaintances. I'm an experienced motion designer, so if you or anyone in your social circle ever needs animation, a promo video, animated flyers, logo animation, GIFs, website icons, and so on, you'll find a link in the description under all my videos and in the channel description where you can contact me directly. There, you can also check out my portfolio and client reviews. Step 5. Understand the style of your video. Look at this example. Does it remind you of something familiar? Maybe you or someone you know films videos exactly like this. Such videos make my eyes bleed. But what if you don't have money for a good camera or equipment? Yes, a video shot on a $100 phone won't look as impressive as one filmed on a professional camera, but even on a phone you can shoot something better. Here's an example, the rule of thirds or the golden ratio. Sometimes you should use it to make the shot more aesthetic. In most cases it works, but it's not universal. Sometimes the shot looks fine without it. When filming a talking head video, the main character should be in the center if you want to show they're the focus. If there are several people in the shot or you plan to add text or graphics, shift the person slightly to the side, usually to the right, but it's not a strict rule. Also pay attention to lighting. Avoid overexposure and underexposure. Look at the environment. Close or open the curtains, turn yourself so the sun is behind the camera or to the side, but never in front of it. This mistake is extremely common. Don't use cheap, ugly fonts, especially with outlines. This looks terrible. Instead, add a shape or semi-transparent background behind the text. That alone improves the visuals significantly. Step 6. Don't forget the ears. Very often, especially without a good microphone, your video sounds terrible. To avoid this, cut all noisy audio and find high-quality effects on sites like Pixabay, as mentioned earlier. Sound has a huge impact on the atmosphere. Don't cut off sounds immediately after an action. Even if there's a cut, let the sound finish naturally. Or fade it out smoothly if you know how. And don't forget music. If no one is talking, make the music louder. But when someone is speaking, make it quieter. Music should be only a background layer that enhances emotion and engagement. Let your video change several tracks. Sometimes play cheerful music to show the moment is light. Sometimes tense music to build anxiety. Maybe something mysterious, and in the end, inspiring, to give viewers a pleasant aftertaste and positive emotion. I am Andrew, good luck!